Hello everyone, welcome to update 3 on how to build a massive Knex ball machine for the next 2.5 years. As you can see, the machine has progressed quite a bit. Now you can also kind of tell how big the machine is going to get. It's going to be a little bit bigger than this still, because some of the elements are going to stick out to the side. But we already have the main structure in place. So now we have the entire base of the machine. We have the separator from update 2. We have the highest lift in place. We have the main lift at the back, the first pieces of the white floor, and of course all the supporting towers that keep everything together. I also already started building the first transmission, but that will be for another video. Now if you remember update 2, you would know that there was nothing here yet. There was no base, there was no transmission, no towers, no white floor, no lift. So let me explain the steps that I took to get to this point. Now we know we already had the separator and the main lift at the back. So having those pieces, I started building the base. As you can see, the base is not completely finished yet, but that's completely normal. Next, I've put the main lift in its place, so in the corner, as you can see. Then I started building these supporting towers. So when building these towers and deciding where they needed to go, there is kind of a structure to it, but I'll try to explain it. So the most important towers in this structure are those in the middle. So we have this tower right here. It keeps the separator in its place, so it's carrying a lot of weight. It makes sure that all the other towers around it are staying in its place. Also, this tower right here is carrying this lift that stands at an angle, so it's also carrying a lot of weight. So this and this tower are the most important, I guess. All the other towers around it are kind of there just to support all the elements that will be built onto it. So deciding where the other towers are going to be, it's kind of a random process, I guess. I just think where some elements are going to be. I make sure that there's enough space between the towers, so not too far and not too close. There are some smaller towers like this one just to fill the gaps a bit, to give some future elements some support. This is a process that changes while you're building the towers because you realize that some towers are better in other places. For example, on my original plans, there was a tower coming here, going all the way up, because you can see that there's kind of an empty space inside the machine. But I thought that would be a really nice feature to have, to keep a side of the machine completely open so you can kind of see inside it. I think you can also tell that normally the floor was completely closed here, but I opened it just because I thought it would be a really cool feature to have an open space inside it. Another reason why I kept this space open is so I can now easily build in the middle of the machine, because it's such a big machine that building in the middle would be a struggle if there was another tower put here. And also, whenever there's a problem on top of the machine, I can put this in its place and then reach whatever's wrong on top of it and fix it. So this whole space is going to be kind of open. Once all the towers are in its place, or most of it, that was a time where I put the separator in its place. This was a really difficult task to do because it weighs a lot and it was not easy to reach because of the towers around it. Afterwards, I put this lift in its place, which carries the ball all the way up to the ceiling. Also, the fact that this lift is like standing in an angle gives the machine a really interesting design. Once I've completed that, I started building the white floor. So basically this white floor is going to be built all over this base, or at least most of it. And the purpose of this floor is when there's a ball, it guides it to the right place, in this case to the main lift. There's still a lot of work to do to fill this entire space. So that will be my job for the next like 2 or 3 months, I guess. The next update will probably be this transmission and then the entire floor that's going to be ready with all the features. I will show you the transmission working and stuff. The lift, this lift and the other lift at the back will be for another video. just to keep it a little bit interesting. That was it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for update 4. And if you have any questions about the machine so far, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to answer them. And I'll see you in update 4.